There was a time when you needed 3 different boxes just to play music from your phone through proper speakers. One box to decode the file, one box to stream, and another box just to drive the speakers. It felt complicated and bulky. But that has changed. Today, all of that can live in one unit, a streaming amplifier that handles high-res music, wireless connection, and enough power to fill a room with sound. Today, we are going through 5 of the best streaming amplifiers out there across different budgets and listening styles, so you can pick the one that fits your music habits and your space the best. Let's get into it. So starting from the budget-friendly all-in-one side, we have the Arylic LA50, and this one is interesting because it is not just a streamer, it is already a full streaming amplifier. That means you can connect passive speakers directly and start listening without adding a separate amp. It delivers around 50 watts per channel into 4 ohms through a Class D amplification stage, which is enough for most bookshelf speakers in a small to medium room. It supports AirPlay 2, Google Cast, Spotify Connect, Tidal Connect, and even Qobuz. So no matter which ecosystem you use, you can stream straight from your app. It also includes HDMI eARC with auto TV detection. So when you connect it to a television, the volume can sync with your TV remote. Then there is a dedicated subwoofer output, which makes it easy to build a simple 2.1 setup that works for both music and movies. Then moving a bit higher in both build and audio path, we get into the Fosi Audio S3, which feels more like a serious desktop or living room component. It uses a well-known high-resolution audio conversion chip from AKM's 44 series inside. So it supports playback up to 32-bit and 384 kHz for high-resolution tracks. But more importantly, it offers true balanced XLR outputs with a differential amplification stage, which helps reduce noise and improves channel separation when you pair it with balanced speakers or an external amplifier. You also get HDMI eARC, so you can connect it directly to a TV and use it as both a music streamer and a home audio hub. There is even a dedicated subwoofer output, so building a compact 2.1 setup becomes very straightforward without adding extra processors or splitters. Then as we move into a more all-in-one solution, the Eversolo Play combines a streamer, DAC, and a built-in amplifier inside one chassis. So you can connect passive speakers directly and you are ready to listen. It delivers 60 watts per channel into 8 ohms, or up to 110 watts into 4 ohms, which is enough for most bookshelf and many floor-standing speakers in a typical room. On the digital side, it uses a modern AKM conversion stage similar to what you see in dedicated hi-fi DACs, so resolution and dynamic range stay strong even with lossless streaming. The front panel has a 5.5-inch touchscreen, and in real use that means you can browse albums, change inputs, and check playback without reaching for your phone every time. It also supports Roon, Tidal Connect, and Qobuz, and even includes a phono stage so your turntable can sit in the same system without needing a separate preamp. Then stepping into a more feature-dense digital hub, the WiiM Ultra focuses heavily on processing, connectivity, and room integration. It uses a high-performance Sabre series audio chip inside, which is known for very low distortion and a wide dynamic range, so it handles high-resolution playback up to 32-bit and 384 kHz. What really changes the listening experience, though, is the built-in room correction. You can measure your room through the app, and the system adjusts frequency response to better match your space, which often tightens bass and improves vocal clarity. On the hardware side, it includes HDMI eARC, phono input with grounding, optical and coaxial inputs, plus a dedicated subwoofer out with bass management. So instead of acting like just a streamer, it behaves more like a digital control center that sits between all your sources and your amplifier. Finally, at the very top of the range, we have the Naim Uniti Nova, which is built for listeners who want a single box that still feels like a full high-end hi-fi stack. Inside, it uses a Class A/B amplifier that outputs 80 watts per channel into 8 ohms, which tends to provide a more natural and textured sound compared to many compact digital amplifiers. The chassis is machined from solid aluminum, and the large front display shows album art clearly from across the room. Then there is the large rotary volume dial on the top, which lights up as your hand approaches, so even simple actions like adjusting volume feel deliberate and tactile. It supports all major streaming services, works with Roon, and integrates with home automation systems, so it fits equally well in a dedicated listening room or a fully automated home setup. And there you have it. 5 great streaming amps to level up your sound. Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more videos.